will literally show you the Korea that you've been wanting to see.
Yes, it is time to experience the nooks and crannies of Korea at first hand on
K-Patch
with Jennifer.
That's right, it's a Thursday. It's all about the visual side of things with Jen in the studio with her videos, but also her brilliant fashion every week. Our listeners comment, I love the fur today, Jen, around your collar area.
I'm the fur lady today, guys.
The fur lady.
Did I bring that Christmas vibe?
You're like Cruella de Vil from the Dalmatians.
Did you watch that movie, by the way?
I love that movie.
It's so good.
Emma Stone is brilliant. I love her in everything.
Right? Yeah.
And I love all the kind of Disney remakes of the bad guys story. You know, and you get to see it from their point of view.
That's a great insight.
Maleficent. Did you watch that?
No, I did not.
That's like the bad witch from Sleeping Beauty. Angelina Jolie plays that. That's amazing.
I saw the teaser.
Yeah, there's number 2 as well. And number 2's great as well. But I do recommend
check that out.
Cruella. We've got the Plus streaming service from them. I saw a headline saying in Korea there's now 1 million users.
Wow.
You haven't signed up yet?
Not yet.
For kids as well, it's quite good, I'd say. Yeah,
I
I'm
think
recommending
it started recently, isn't it?
Only about maybe 1 month ago.
service.
Less than that, perhaps. Yeah.
Oh my God.
December.
But
Sorry.
we're not that surprised, right? I mean,
No.
the brand
It's got lots of
popularity
juggernauts.
is huge.
We're going a bit off topic here, but I did hear that the Korean translations on it are a little bit iffy. Do you remember during the Avengers, there were a couple of subtitles that were ridiculous and that got a bit famous in the Korean cinemas? Apparently that subtitle worker does a lot of their stuff, and again, many people are pointing out errors. It's not as professional as the flicks yet.
Okay.
Is what they say, I've heard. Anyhow.
But I gotta be honest with you, as a local Korean, that's one of those fun factors for me to find this little wordy moment.
The funny translations.
Yay.
Yeah, you're right. If you know both languages, you can pick up and say, that's not what it said at all. Jen's in the studio, so we're going to ask her about the hashtag as ever first. Self-driving or 자율주행. Our listeners were wondering, what do we post up for this hashtag? What are your thoughts on that? We've been talking maybe about how we feel about self-driving things, because in Sangam, they've started 3 taxis with no drivers.
Already?
Yeah, as a trial. I was there, you know, working at the other broadcaster the other day, and they closed off the road to launch the service. And they're out there now for customers. You can take one today if you want.
That is so surprising. It already happens.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Would you be confident getting in a taxi with no driver?
Well, you know, like if I am living in a place that is widely open and not that many, climate-wise is not that varying, then I'll feel more safe.
Okay.
But you know, we're talking about Korea and there's a lot of buildings and we have clearly different seasons. So at this point, I'm not 100% sure.
It's free at the moment. Is that not going to tempt you? But it's only in the Sangam area. You can't go like outside from Sangam.
I would like to try that.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be our next item.
I think
you never know.
you're wise, saying if it was a big open space and not too much variation.
Yeah.
And Seoul in rush hour can be horrifying to drive in. So I wonder how the taxi is then, because if it's not aggressive, it's not going to go anywhere. People are going to cut in front of it. It'll probably take you ages.
And we often have this find us days, and I don't want to be too cynical, guys, but I don't know. Maybe in the future.
Yeah, it'll take some getting used to, I think. Yeah. So you're not got any plans to get a car that self-drives just yet?
I would like to try it though, really. Yeah, I mean, one time, no big deal.
Give it a go. I think it's the future. It's inevitable. It'll just take time to get used to, as Jen says.
But I definitely feel that that is one of those technologies that we need. I mean, at least on the highway.
Yeah.
Because I get to drive car often on the highway and I see a lot of the huge trucks and, you know, I'm not an expert, but I heard that it's relatively safe.
Yes.
On those kind of environment that is more, I don't know, more controlled and regulated.
Sure,
less variance.
Most driving on the highway is just straightforward at a high
Yeah.
speed, you're right. And then cars don't get sleepy like people or distracted, so they can just go as long as they want, right? Today's theme or topic, we'll keep talking about the hashtag if you send in your messages, but we're going to go to a place that I'd never heard of until we brought it up for K-Patch. 초막골 생태공원.
That is right. So you guys, I have moved into Anyang City like a month ago already. And I did not get to hear this place as well myself, but I got to, one of the person that I met in this new city recommended this place.
Oh.
Because I always look for places that is fun and playful for kids and also for my parents. And I thought it would be a nice chance for you to get to know this ecological park we're talking about.
That's a cool thing. I mean, can I ask you first, Jen, for your requirements for somewhere to take your son, but also your parents, what
Yes.
do you look for? What are the things that attract you? Do you like outdoors and nature, or do you like maybe indoors like kids cafes or animal cafes and things like that?
Well, that's a great question. Well, that would, I would say, depend on the climate, the weather. I mean, it got really freezing these days.
So cold today.
I actually visited this spot to film like 2 to 3 times, and you're about to see some different sceneries in this one video.
Ah, nice.
When there was this beautiful foliages, it was a great time to visit. But these days it's just so cold, and I look for indoor activities.
You're right, in the
But
winter with
yeah,
kids as well.
definitely with great playground. That is a huge plus for me.
Oh,
Personally.
yeah. Then kids can just have some fun and leave you alone for 5
I know I
minutes.
could get some rest.
So, the first video, what are we going to see in this one, Jen?
So in this part of the video, you're about to see this great place where kids play and where families can just have some picnic. And this is the time when I visited like a couple of weeks before. So you're going to see this beautiful waterfall and these maple leaves as well.
All right, let's check it out. Chomakgol Ecological Park. Look at that massive playground.
I went there on Saturday.
It's quite busy.
It was almost like an amusement park, right?
Lots of sand in Korean playgrounds,
This
traditionally.
Yeah, actually, the reason why I really love this place, because there aren't many places where kids can play with the sand these
Are
days.
you in that slide,
That's me
Jen?
inside there.
You're not sliding down.
Not recommendable for people of men because it's a small, narrow space.
Just shuffling down.
And there was this place where kids can experience traffic rules.
Oh, it's
Isn't
not an
it
actual
sweet?
road.
No.
Wow.
But it looks so real.
That's clever.
And my kid was seeing the traffic light.
Aww,
It was a great experience for him.
that's a great hands-on learning.
Yeah.
And then the
there was this
reeds
beautiful
here.
pond
Oh,
here and
lovely.
there.
Oh my goodness.
Angry duck.
Those look like giant geese
Can you
almost.
hear the sound?
That's very loud. Are they coming to attack you? That's not you.
Actually, that is not me.
They were
but
attacking someone
I was
else.
almost attacked by the dog.
Wow.
I couldn't film it.
That
But
doesn't
yeah,
look
I
like
was
a
pretty
natural
angry
waterfall,
dog.
this.
This is actually the hottest spot in this park.
Wow.
If you type in this place, a lot of people wrote a lot about this waterfall. It is known to be the biggest man-made waterfall in Korea at the moment.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
and the rock you're seeing there,
Yeah.
it is carved to make it look like famous rock from Suri Mountain, which is Kal, Bawi, and Pyeongpung Bawi.
So it's a sculpture made of rock of another mountain.
Exactly. It is a naturally carved natural rock.
That park looked huge. Like we'd seen lots of different facets to it, and they didn't look linked anyhow. It actually reminded me, that playground, of the Seoul World Cup Stadium Park in Sangam.
Yeah.
Talking of Sangam earlier with the self-driving cars, which
That
is
is
a
a
huge
nice space, right?
That's a huge park as well and playground. That's massive, and that's in or near Anyang.
It is very close to Anyang City. So it is in the southern part of Seoul, but you have to go a bit more south.
Okay.
And you'll see the Gumpo City. It is part of the Gumpo City within Gyeonggi province.
Okie dokie. Within Gyeonggi province, which is the province that, if you remember, we've talked about it a few times, it kind of hugs Seoul. And we often talk about that.
The metropolitan area.
Yeah,
exactly.
That altogether is like the metropolitan area. I think as far as Anyang is maybe included. Though, I was confused first by the name. When I heard Chomakgol, I thought of somewhere, I think it's in Jongno, which is called something Gol or Golmok, and I got a bit confused.
By the way.
What does that mean?
Well, Gol means valley, guys. I mean, Korea is such a mountainous country. You get to see mountains almost everywhere. So there are a lot of valleys. And I happened to make a phone call just like minutes ago, actually, to the staff of this park.
Oh, really?
And I asked, can you tell me a little bit about Chomakgol? And the staff nicely explained to me that it is the name of the valley, but it doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately.
Oh, the valley is not in existence. That's interesting, isn't it? And an ecological park, is that different from just a regular park? Because we call the regular parks 공원 in Korean, right?
That's right. So ecological park, it's kind of like a recent trend, I would say, ever since like 2000 afterward, we're seeing more and more ecological park. And this park is known to be the fourth of its kind. And as you can sense from the title...
Sounds fancy.
Is it? I mean, to me, I felt it is fancy, but it's more about naturey, very, I would say, earthy vibe here and there, which can be also fancy. And as you can imagine, Korea has went through that rapid urbanization.
Yeah.
And so the government, the civic groups, a lot of those people made effort to kind of, protect the endangered species and give out those messages to the public. We should protect the environment for sure.
That's through these ecological parks.
Yeah, and if you log into their official website, you can see the photo of this traditional Korean frog, 맹꽁이.
And we've got a photo for you guys on the video stream.
And I think
wow, that's big.
The environmentalists try to protect this region initially to protect this frog.
The traditional frog. It looks almost like a toad. I wonder if it is, but it's very fat.
I've never seen this frog either.
No.
It's sad, actually, right?
I have seen a few frogs because my kids like catching them and putting them back, but not this one. Maybe it is endangered. And the 생태원, the one that I came across was the 국림생태원. It's near Kunsan on the west coast, and that was amazing as well. And this one looks fabulous. And as you saw from Jen's video, it's not just nature. They've got play areas, artificial waterfall. It's beautiful. We'll be back with more of your questions. We want your videos and photos like this if you've got them as well. Get in touch via Kakao Talk. Daily K is our username. Raul from Argentina, why don't we play your song requests? You've asked for Speed, Where Nan Gok, Why I'm Not. Our producer was quite surprised that we've not seen a 맹꽁이. Apparently they used to be really common, not so much these days. And looking at it in the dictionary, it's translated to, among other things, a narrow-mouthed toad. So it might not actually be a frog because it's also translated to narrow-mouthed frog. But our producer did say it doesn't jump around. It kind of crawls around. And it's so rare these days that if you find it on a construction site, then they will stop construction and you'll have to have that place as like a nature reserve or protected. And you had it in a video before, Jen, kind of.
Yes.
In that 하늘공원, that sky park.
A couple of weeks ago.
Not the
I
actual
visited.
frog or toad, though.
No, there was this electric car named 맹꽁이 열차.
Oh, it was called that.
Yeah.
Oh.
It had its name on it, and you can clearly see how, people try to protect the species.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
I've never seen one, though, really.
No, not in the... It's hard to see frogs, to be honest, because they kind of run away or jump away and swim away when you come near them. But also in the dictionary it says, and Jen reckons this is quite old-fashioned, it can mean like fool or idiot as well, you 맹꽁이, but we don't use that these days.
That was so surprising to see. I've never heard this. Maybe a couple of decades back,
Perhaps.
perhaps?
Yeah. Maybe because it's slow and it crawls around, maybe. Poor frog. What a bad image for it to have. We got lots of listener messages, though, Jen.
Yeah, from Tropic Girl. Jen, so lovely seeing you on the slide with your son. Well, it looks lovely, but as a person riding it...
Because it's not steep enough. You had to kind of shuffle a little bit.
It was actually quite steep.
Oh, wow.
I was controlling the speed.
Oh, you were slowing it down.
But it was very narrow. And so I would recommend for other adults with tall heights like you.
I
Definitely.
had to go on my fair share of those slides.
Your neck can be bent.
I think in England, like parents are much more just, you'll be all right, and they just shove their kids down. But here in Korea, you often see parents going down the slides together. It's a different kind of parenting here. Siska's saying, oh, nice playground, and whoa, the waterfall, cool. Yeah. Is it real or artificial? It looks pretty real, but no, like Jen said, the biggest at the moment in Korea that's man-made.
It is.
Wow.
Yeah, cool. But using the natural rock. So if you actually get to see it, you don't get that artificial vibe.
Oh, wow.
It's very natural.
So it's
and
using
quite
real
huge.
rocks. That's
Yay.
amazing. Yeah. You got another one?
Yeah, from Steve. This is quite a playland paradise for kids. The whole landscape with the waterfall looks like a painting. I know, right? I mean, it's not all captured in the video, but it was quite huge.
Yes, it
and
does
there
seem
were
it.
a lot of different kinds of slides and the swings, sandy areas.
I love the road education area. You can learn to maybe ride a bike there and stuff as well, because it's hard to find that in like apartment complexes and little streets. Jay Lee also talking about the geese, saying they can get very territorial if provoked, but you can feed them a bit easily at this time of the year when it gets colder. And we talked about this before. There are many migrating geese and ducks in Korea. You see them flying overhead a lot near the Han River these days.
That's right.
Awesome sight.
Yeah, and from Jacoby, the distance away from Seoul, that's a great question. Well, I would say from Sochugu area, which is the southern part of the Seoul city, it would take roughly like an hour to an hour and a half.
Okay, depending on the traffic. So a nice little afternoon trip would be lovely, wouldn't it? This is a relatively new park as well, the Ecological Park, right? When was it constructed?
So it is open in 2016 July, according to the staff that I just made a phone call, because the construction was finished that year. So it's relatively young park, and I'm sure that hopefully the popularity will grow and more people will visit.
Fingers crossed. I never knew about it, and my sister-in-law used to live in Anyang as well, which, like you said, is very close to it. Getting into your second video then, what are we going to see here, Jen?
Yeah, in the second video, I'm going to show you the self-empowered entertainment facilities.
Oh, as in like self-powered by you?
Exactly, yeah. So you have to pedal yourself to move the bicycle. And also, I'm going to show you this place where they found the potteries from Choseon dynasty.
Oh, it's like a historical site. All right. Oh, they're all the like kimchi and doenjang pots and things that you store your food in. Wow.
Well, the historians happen to find this potteries from the Choseon dynasty.
My goodness.
Which we call it kamato, where they heat up the potteries.
Oh, like an old kiln or something. Right. Wow. I'm guessing this has been restored.
Explanations how, potteries look different depending on the regions. And this you're seeing the self-powered amusement facilities, and that's my mom.
You're riding like a little sky bike almost.
Yay,
I've been on one of those.
Good time there.
That is real good fun.
As you can see, that's my father. It takes some time to speed it up.
To get used to it.
You really have to work out.
Oh wow, now he's flying away.
Yay.
What a cool playground.
That's a huge circle that you can ride the bicycle.
Oh, there's a whole course in it. And that's free? It's not like a paid ride? Wow.
I think they just wanted us to have that experience how we should preserve the energy.
That is
and all that. And there was another place where kids can experience the forest.
Oh, specifically for kids as well, I see.
Yay.
Picking up the leaves, having a little stroll.
There were a lot of these playful items made with wooden, cottages.
Like tree stumps.
Yeah, I couldn't film that long. Sorry for that because it already got really dark.
No worries.
But I think it's a great opportunity to really, kind of experience the woody areas.
Yeah, the real nature.
Yeah.
I used to be really interested in parenting podcasts, and one expert was talking about playgrounds. And in Korea, we've got loads of amazing playgrounds, like the one you showed there, self-powered, but being in a natural playground with like tree logs on the floor and stuff like that, that is the best to inspire like curiosity.
Right.
Because there's all sorts of different leaves and twigs and things.
I think this is becoming kind of like a project. The city, the local government is really pushing for expanding more of these 유아숲 체험원, that's what we call it, where kids can really experience the forest because you get to see a lot in the city itself, in Seoul City.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good change.
Yeah, the first one I went to, Gio was like 1 years old, maybe 1.5. So it's like 7-8 years ago. And it was in Jamsil. And we talk about this in Seoul. There's mountains everywhere, even amongst an urban area. And they just set up this little ecological hut where you could make sculptures from the wood that you collect and then glue it together.
That's
it was
nice.
so much fun. Yeah, really, really good.
And it's free, right? Most of the time.
Yeah, or government backed, so it's really cheap if you
Yeah.
have to pay for it. That self-powered playground, I saw in the background as well, there was like self-powered seesaws where you'd pedal. My kids have been on those. They're really fun as well.
It is, right?
That's unbelievable. And the actual thing itself, the Sengtaewon, you don't have to pay to go into the ecological
it's
park?
absolutely free and it's open 24/7.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, whole day.
You could just take a stroll at midnight if you want.
Yeah.
Might be a bit chilly, but you can try that. So for you, what was the best part of that?
Well, for me, I initially decided to visit this spot because I saw these photos of this 상상놀이마당, the playground that I showed you in the beginning with the sandy areas. But I think it was really fun to have the traffic experience with kids where you saw the traffic lights and all that.
It's really useful because kids really need to learn that at a young age because it could be vital.
However, even though you don't have a kid, it's also a great spot to do picnic, although the weather isn't so good these days, but they have this official camping site, actually. It's pretty huge if you look at the map.
You can maybe rent an area there.
Yeah, you can reserve the seat. And you can have that glamping. That's what they call it.
One thing that I didn't see among all these facilities, is there like a convenience store or a coffee shop or a restaurant or anything like that?
Oh, near the parking lot there was, but I think clearly because of the pandemic, it was temporarily closed. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Unfortunately.
There's always something convenient in Korea, but due to the pandemic, maybe not running. We'd love to see your photos and videos of anywhere that this reminds you of in your countries, right? So send those in via Kakao Talk. Our username, once again, is Daily K. Up next, we'll get on to Dick Punks and seeing Jen's parents and Jen ride that bicycle in the sky. It's Bicycle Man. That's Bicycle Man from the Dick Punks, and we got lots of messages coming in. Jackie Wong saying, I really love watching kids experiencing hand-on activities. And thanks, Jen. The perfect distance. With all your recommendations, we're considering a car rental for our next trip to Seoul.
Nice.
Wow, you're inspiring
Welcome.
people, Jen. Absolutely.
This is what I'm looking for.
You got some messages.
Yeah, from Tropic Girl. Very cool. This version for those who's scared of heights. Great form of exercise. Thanks for that, Pete. Interesting indeed. Yay, you betcha. I mean, it's a great opportunity to work out and to get to know about the self-empowered facilities. I think this park overall tried to give that eco-friendly messages,
Oh,
protect
using
the
your own
맹꽁이.
energy.
Yeah, and to protect the energy.
Talking about frogs, Tropic Girl also says, great approach to protecting species. Princess Mama says, I used to keep frogs as a pet, but sadly they always ended up dying. Yeah, we had experience of that, catching tadpoles, the
올챙이?
올챙이s, yeah. And then watching them grow in the water at home was amazing, like their 뒷다리가
Yeah.
and then their 앞다리,
앞다리,
쑥. There's a little song about their back and front legs coming out. And then their tail disappears.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they turned into really little frogs, they would always die. So we stopped doing it because it didn't seem like it was appropriate.
I have that experience raising.
It's amazing for the kids to watch,
But
actually.
do kids do that these days too?
Yeah, like if you take them to the
good.
mountain streams,
Yeah.
around, when was it? Maybe late summer, you could find a few. Or maybe it was before summer. Definitely not in the hot summer.
Oh, you're saying you actually catch the tadpole from the natural mountain?
Yeah, I don't know if that's encouraged or allowed, but that's what we did. We caught one or two and looked at them. And then the other creatures that did survive, we'd put them back like the next week. So it was unbelievable.
Nice. Yay. Message from Raul. Kids need to learn. No need to slide with them. Oh, okay. Thank you for the advice.
Just push them down.
Yeah, I
They'll
should
be
just
all right.
push him next time.
Yeah.
From Steve, that is so cool to see all the authentic Choseon relics. I know, right? I mean, Choseon Dynasty is a relatively recent history for us. It's been only like a century that the dynasty ended.
If you're talking about the late Joseon dynasty, that's right, isn't it? And I'm sure some of those things that we saw in your video, Jen, were maybe renovated or refurbished a little bit to look better. You know, maybe not in their complete original form, but still looking at history is cool. Getting on to our listener content here. First up, we got something from Raul in Argentina who says, delving a little bit into Japanese culture, the Jardin Japonais, the Japanese garden here, the paths are adorned with bonsais, azaleas, kokedamas, orchids as well in a traditional Japanese style. This place is in Buenos Aires, in Argentina. It's also just exploring Japanese culture with the paths, the bridges, the waterfalls, and you can even feed the carp in the lakes. That looks
feed
like
what?
The carp, the fish. They're a type of fish. That looks like it's in Japan, Raul. You could have lied to me and said this was in...
It looks exactly like Japan.
Why have they got that as well?
Beautiful.
Raul,
Stunning.
I want to know if there's a Korean garden, and if not, I'm a little cross with Buenos Aires. But it did look beautiful, didn't it?
Does.
Wowzers. Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Raul.
I went to Japan like 2 times. Like a garden there. It's so beautiful.
Really
Loved it.
peaceful, right?
Yeah.
And I also
Well
remember
decorated as well.
the carp, you know, the koi carp. We find them in some water here in parks in Korea, but their mouths were like up at the surface and you could feed them and they just went a little crazy.
Is that like 잉어?
Yes.
Korean fish?
Like the big one, I think.
Orangey colors.
Like they can
very
get
beautiful.
quite large as well. And they just float around in the water. Jay Lee also saying, I love the koi, not just carp, Peter. Absolutely. Thank you for the correction.
Yeah, from Ing. I visited the Yangmingshan National Park in Taiwan. There was a sea of calla lilies.
Oh, we're looking at it right now.
Lilies.
It looks
That looks so beautiful.
amazing. Not like water lilies, but these lilies growing in the soil next to you. Oh, that's a lovely picture, isn't it?
Beautiful.
I'm not sure if I've seen those grow in the wild in Korea. Maybe our climate is a little too cold.
To me, I'm more familiar with 나팔꽃, which kind of looks like the lily there.
Literally
With
like
different
trumpet
colours.
flower.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
really? Do we have
나팔,
that? That's
trumpet.
cool. I don't know if we've got Yingyin's latest photo. She sent one also at the visitor center here, and that shows you all the information and stuff. At the ecological park that you went to,
Yes.
was there like an indoor museum area or anything like that?
Actually, there was. It was pretty huge.
okay.
It was right near the self-empowered amusement zone that I just showed you in the second part.
Okay,
And
so you
there
can
were
learn.
actually a group of students that they were learning with the
Ooh.
teachers. They were writing something.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yay.
Moving on to Kay in St. Lucia. And Kay always makes us jealous because living in the Caribbean and it being cold here, I don't know if I can bear these photos today. You said, we don't have any parks like that here, but my recreation park is the beach and the sea.
I mean, you guys don't need one.
Yes.
Look at that.
Don't be selfish, Kay. This is more than enough. Look at the sea, the sand, the deck chairs. And you
This
said,
is so great.
in the morning, you have it all to yourself, and there's nothing more pleasurable than that. Like a private beach. That's so
Wow.
lovely, isn't it, with the palm trees? You've also got right next to it in St. Lucia the mountains, right? So it kind of feels like, I don't know, a tropical abandoned island like in Lost or some drama like that, doesn't it?
I mean, we as Koreans, we would go there for our honeymoon.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not easy to see that scene.
It's a treat,
every day.
isn't it? And I think those are the
Lucky you.
Peton Mountains, the very kind of spiky, peaky ones in the background.
Beautiful.
All right, now I feel like that ecological park not as great. I'm just
Maybe
kidding.
I hope to go there one day for our next item.
Yeah,
hopefully.
and it will be much more expensive, so I'll just go to the ecological park. Thank you very much. Raul says that actually the garden in Buenos Aires, Argentina, is built up from Japanese descendants.
Oh.
Brazil and Peru also have a lot of Japanese people living in there from older generations. I didn't know that at all.
Thank you for the info.
I wonder how many Korean people live there as well. I don't think too many. We do have to give you an announcement before we close up today, Jen. We're going to be doing a special year-end event, right, for our
Yay.
listeners. Because you're very lovely, so you like taking requests, right?
Yes.
So, listeners,
A bit nervous now, though.
listeners, for 2 weeks, in fact, not just one, we're taking your suggestions. Where should we dispatch Jen? Okay? Where would you like to go? Maybe you can tell them that.
My fate relies on you guys' answer.
So, for the 23rd of December broadcast, which is just before Christmas Day, we want you to send her on something Christmassy, right?
Yes.
And you can't get ridiculous. You can't send Jen to Busan or Jeju.
North Korea. No.
Or North Korea for that matter. You're right. So if it's in Seoul and the surrounding areas, you've seen somewhere on social media, you think that looks lovely, then let us know your request. Please send it in via the application or the website. That's easier for us to keep track of, or Kakao Talk as well. And then for the 30th, something kind of year-end related, right? I mean, have you got any places in mind, Jen, that you've been to in the past? What's Christmas for you? What does that bring to mind?
Oh, so Christmas for many Koreans, I believe, is like it's very festive party day.
It's kind
not
of
like Chuseok, not with your family,
like with your
instead
loved
with your
one, maybe.
friends, or with your
So
lovely date time.
maybe a nice date with the hubby you could send Jen on. That would be lovely.
We'll see.
An
Depending on
excuse.
my if my parents can take care of the baby.
You might have to take your son along on that date as well.
Yay.
Jackie Wong has already said, what about the Gyeonggi Flower Festival? That's a good shout.
Flower.
Keep on sending in your requests as well, and we'll see where Jen will go. We're taking them for 1 week only, and we'll maybe pick out the popular requests there. Jen, thank you as ever for coming in with your
Likewise.
delightful
A
videos.
great time. Have a great day, everyone.
We look forward to these requests. Don't be scared. Our listeners are nice, okay?
I'll be waiting.
See ya. Here's some Yuna now with 별의 조각 or Stardust.